So, I keep trying to make this video and it is sucking for me, but I don't feel any shame in my heart that I have a bonnet on. Okay? Okay, Monique? What? I was finna call her Michelle. You know who you are. Now, so, I am going to try to make this short, but, I went from feeling good, feeling great on the 2nd of July. And then on the 4th of July, I sat on my thumb and sprained it while I was getting in the pool. Ugh. Oops. But my doctor said it was a sprain. I didn't break it, which I thought I did because it was hurting. And I thought I knew pain that day. Anyway, so that was a Monday. Friday, my daughter came in. That Friday after the 4th, my daughter came into town. And I was so happy, so, grateful just to be able to spend time with her. Saturday, the next day, she went out with her friends the whole day. And I was like, I think I really spoke too soon about this flare-up situation. Because, in my last video, I said I was having a flare-up. I talked to my doctor about it. But I was good. The flare-up has gone away, and I was good. Saturday, flare-up started again. And I was like, is this a flare-up? If this is a flare-up, you gotta tell the kid, because you can't wait and be in denial, because I have to be upfront with my kid. So the next day, Sunday, we were going out to eat with my dad. We were going out to eat with my mom later, and we were going to see Little Mermaid. Before we did all that, I told her, hey, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think I'm having a flare-up. And she was like, what? Why didn't you tell me? I was like, girl, this just happened yesterday. Just listen to what I'm saying. And she was like, okay, well, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And usually my flare-ups last for, I don't know, last for a long enough time to where I would be okay. Or to where I would be okay enough for me. And then that was, so Sunday, family time. I was like, this flare-up is flaring. The burning pain sensation that I had is kicking my butt. These seizures that I'm having are seizing on with everything they got. And so when I went to work on Monday, I walked in with my cane, Dory, and I wore flats. And usually I wear heels to work. And so people were like, she's in flats. She's got a cane. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, not wanting to tell the story over and over and over again. I was like, hey, I'm fine. I'll be fine. And my boss had just gotten back like, Monday was his first full day after having back surgery and physical therapy and feeling fine. And I was like, yeah, and we had a big event that week. And I was like, okay, they're setting up Monday. I can't be feeling bad this week. I've been prepping things, doing things, getting ready for this event. So Monday, I went home. I went to bed. My daughter was like, hey, I'm getting on the road. Are you going to be okay? She went back to school. I was like, girl, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'll be okay. And then on Tuesday, I did the same thing with the flats and the cane to work. And by 1 o'clock, I was in so much pain, I couldn't take it. And I told my boss, I was like, hey, I don't know what to do, but I need to either go to the house or I need to go to the mall. And the mall. Lord, I need to go to the ER. And he was like, well, just be careful. Just let me know. Blah, blah, blah. And after about an hour of sitting in my car, I was like, okay. Because I had called my epilepsy doctor, and I hadn't heard back from my epileptologist within the hour, or within 2 hours or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not going home. I can't, something's wrong enough. I need to go to the ER. And my sister was like, promise me don't drive home. Don't drive to the ER. Wherever you go, whatever you do, Uber to the, brand loyalty. I always say Lyft because I drove Lyft for Lyft. I use Lyft. But she says it's like Uber is like, she always says Uber even if she's not Ubering, but whatever. I took Lyft to the ER. And there was a long wait. They took all my vitals, did a CAT scan, blah, 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 blah. And they finally, I got there at 2:30, and they finally put me back in a bed at the ER from the waiting room. From 2:30 p.m. I was there until 11:30 p.m. And so I was sitting up in a wheelchair the rest of the time. And so they were able to pretty quickly assess that they were going to put me in the I don't have the words. The epilepsy monitoring unit. Sorry, I don't have the room. The spaces. I don't have the space in my brain. So after between it was 10 days. I was in the epilepsy monitoring unit for 10 days. They had 3 options for me because I had went into status epilepticus again. And when reading up on status epilepticus, it says status epilepticus is very rare even with people with seizures. It's usually it happens in young children and elderly people if it does happen. I've had status epilepticus, or I've gone into status epilepticus twice now. When I was 27 and now at 37. The first time I went into respiratory failure, and I was put into an induced medical coma for 4 days so they could, get my brain to calm down. This time they gave me the options because I was awake to give options. And they were like, hey, we have this one medicine. It's expensive. They had already started me on the one expensive medicine that I talked about last time, Excopri. They were like, this medicine is also expensive, but I think since you've been in the hospital so long, the deductible is paid for, so you good. It'll be $0 when you get out. And I was like, well, gotta love it. So they were like, you can try Breviact. That's one option. You can try going into the medical ICU or neuro ICU and do what is it? Sorry, Ativan. Sorry, I can't think entirely clearly, but I was like, okay, what is the third option? And they were like, yeah, so the third option, it was basically saying same thing as the last time, medically induced coma. And they told me at some point I had heard different numbers. I was having between 30 to 50 seizures per hour. So my sister was like, hey, she called me. My daughter drove up from her school. My mom was here, and my dad was. I mean, he was at home, but he was just checking on me. And my sister was like, you don't have to rush this decision. Like, they put you in a medical coma last time because nothing else would work. You didn't have a choice. You have a choice this time. Go with the medicine, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go to the next option with the Ativan, and if that doesn't work, we'll go to the medical coma. But try the easiest option first. And so we tried the Breviact, and because I was pretty much knowing that I was going to be in the neuro ICU. And I ended up overnight, it went from 30, 40, 50 seizures an hour to 3, 4, 5 seizures an hour. And I learned something that I didn't know about my epilepsy, or even myself. The burning pain that I'm feeling, I've always thought that this was my or autoimmune encephalitis that was making that pain. And I don't know, I believe they said it was the last SEEG, and it was very clear this time that it was the burning pain that I feel when I'm having flare-ups, which is why I call them flare-ups, because it's burning. And then they're seizures. And so I can tell when I'm having a seizure, and even kind of, I don't know, it's crazy, but the medicines worked for about 3 days, and so they discharged me to another building within the hospital system, and it's a physical, or I'm doing occupational, physical, and speech therapy for 3 hours throughout the day. It's broken up throughout the day, but it's more intensive, and it's working better. I haven't had speech therapy today, but and I haven't eaten lunch. I'm looking at my lunch because they just brought it in right before I hit record. But it's been surprising. This is my 3rd day here, and I've seen so much improvement in my body. But one of my top 3 fears in life was going into status epilepticus skin, and I was so sure that I wasn't going to, because it's so rare. I wasn't gonna go into it again, and then when I went into it again, I could still drive, I could still work, I could still walk and talk, even though I was in pain. It looked so different from the first time. And I'm like, how do I know? And I have been kind of, just frustrated and down and outers about this. And during my physical therapy session earlier today, I saw a young lady. She looked younger than me, maybe, and she was doing therapy, but she was a lot worse than I was physically. And I have to remember that, as my my dad says, you know, hey, it could always be worse. God blessed you. It could always be worse. And that was it was like, that just flashed him saying that in my mind. It could always be worse. And I'll be here for another I'll be here a total between either 7 to 14 days. I've only been here 3. But I'm able to take this video. I'm able to post this video. It could always be worse. This was a scary situation. This is not something that to be taken lightly, but it could always be worse. And God is blessing me to be getting stronger every day. And I pray that He's blessing her to get stronger, the girl I saw, each and every day. And thank you for my family for helping me. Thank you for those who I have talked to that have prayed for me throughout this time. Again, you may think this is telling too much of my business. Somebody else needs to hear this. So, you know, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if this is hitting somewhere home for you, and again, I'm in a hospital room. I'm in pain. I'm having to literally start over again, you know? It could always be worse. And I'll do whatever I'm going to do to make it better. So, yeah, I think that's it. And I bid you adieu. Girl, my nails are still cute. By the 24th, I'm just like, sorry, just a point. But alright, be blessed, have a good day, you never know when you'll be fine one day, and not fine the next. Be grateful for life and be helpful to others. All right, y'all. I put some lip chap on because my lips was ashy. I'm not gonna put no. I might put a filter on because I ain't had no face wash in 2.5 weeks. Ooh, Lord. And my hair, oh my gosh, my hair was so cute. I had to take it down in the ER so they could put the leads in my head for the EEG. I was not a fan. And my hair looks super crazy under here. So this is why I have this bonnet on. So last time I just didn't have my bonnet on. I didn't have my bonnet, had my bonnet on, and so I didn't get it messed up. This time it is messed up, and I ain't showing y'all. Y'all don't need to know me like that. Nope, we ain't that close. All right, y'all. God is good. Be blessed. Be good. Be well. See y'all on the next update, because hopefully it will be a year from now, and I'll be out here thriving like a mug. All right, bye.